I think this is a really good topic for both preppers and not preppers. And it's something that I have seen, unfortunately, a lot of folks saying that as you need to care about me. You need to show me that you care. I saw this quite a bit during COVID when people knew that that pamper didn't do nothing, but they were still saying like, well, if you wear it, that shows me that you personally care about me. And I specifically had that conversation with someone who said that to me. And I said, well, but the thing is that I don't need to care about you. That individual got really upset with me. And I said, listen, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on. You have to understand that we do not know each other. We are acquaintances, but we don't know each other. We are not friends. We are not family. So the idea that I have to care about you, it's a bit hard for me to take in. I don't want you to, be harmed or anything, but care. And that person took it really, really, really bad. But the thing is, it is the truth. It is the ugly and unfiltered truth. You cannot expect strangers or acquaintances to care about you because they just don't know you. They don't owe you anything. And that's what people don't understand. They think that they are being owed something. And unfortunately, that is not the case. That is truly not the case. That is why perhaps I have such a huge problem with the I deserve. Because you guys have heard me say that before. That I don't like when folks say, well, I deserve to get this job. Well, no, you either earn it or you earn it. That's it. Oh, I deserve to go on vacation. Well, no, you save enough and you want to go on vacation. So you want it, and that's it. But deserve to me is a very entitlement way of saying things. And I don't know if you guys have gathered that from me, but I don't like entitlements at all. I think it makes people weak. And this is my opinion. You may differ from that, but this is my opinion. So yeah, I don't like that whole deserve thing. You either earn it or you don't. And you will never appreciate something that it comes your way when it's free. In fact, let me give you an example. If you work for $100, you will think twice, sometimes 3 times, before you essentially break apart that $100 bill, right? When I say breaking apart, it's like go to the store and spend it. However, if I gift you that $100 bill, you will not think about it twice to go to McDonald's and just waste it because you did not work for it. You see what I'm saying? It's the same concept. So yeah, no, nobody owes you anything. And when you hear everybody saying like, well, is the Christian way, let's agree to disagree on that. If you don't fish, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't eat. And so on and so forth. I'm not going to go into even more. Of course, somebody's going to come and, give me a whole passage of Bibles and whatnot. And if you do that, I will remove your comment. Okay? Thank you. So, yeah, no, the whole idea of, people owe you something, they just don't. The whole idea of you need to care for me. I don't have to care for you. I don't wish you any harm, but I don't have to care for you because I don't know you. How hard is that? How simple is that? Now, I want to share a comment, and I'm going to put it probably right here. I'm going to put it right here. of somebody who said, in regards to the food stamps and whatnot, it's not your money that is helping them. Your money is helping Elon and Donnie. I don't know who Donnie is, but the idea that it's not my money going and helping others that I don't know, then most likely I may not even approve of those people being helped. But you're saying that my money, it's not my money being helped. And this is troublesome because when you have individuals not even knowing that, yes, that is in fact your money, it shows you how disconnected some people are. And I'm going to give you an example. And I don't like talking ill about the death, but in this case, it's a very clear example. I knew this individual, rest in peace, already passed away, who was adamant about getting assistance, both money, housing, and medical. Adamant about getting all of that. And adamant when every time that we talked, adamant that while I was getting so upset when he would say things like that, when it was not my money, to the point that one day in my house I said, you may not understand this, but you're not stealing from the government. You are stealing from me, from your children's, from the next generations. And you don't seem to understand that. Because you are selfish and you only care about yourself. A person got really upset with me. But I couldn't hold it no more. And that is the truth. Government does not make money. Government taxes you, taxes me, taxes everybody around. And then it gets all of that money, take their cut, because they say that that is not your money, that is their money. They take their cut and then redistribute that to whoever they want. You may not agree with the people that they distribute that money to, but you have no saying. Or better yet, you do have a saying. You do have a saying, because we are faulting here. But we keep re-electing the same people who keep stabbing us in our backs. Don't know why, but it happens. Or some just don't go and vote because they believe that, or they think, or they are convinced that there's no point in voting anymore. But if you didn't vote, then don't complain afterwards. At least if you vote, you have a right to say, well, I didn't vote for this individual or this lady or that it, and I was not elected. I can complain because at least I took the time and cast a vote. Because some people just don't. I don't want to vote. I don't care about it. Then don't complain, because not many vote, but 100% complain. Again, going back to the whole idea or the whole premise of nobody owes you anything. If you are hungry, you are the one who need to feed yourself. If your children are hungry, you as a parent are responsible for feeding those rascals, not me. If you need to have assistance, I don't think it is my responsibility to go and pay for your electric bill, to go pay for your mortgage, to go pay for your whatever. I don't think it is my responsibility. I think it is the responsibility or it is the option of those who actually care about you. If somebody cares about you and they are willing help you, rock on. But you should not expect strangers or acquaintances or those who just flat out don't want to come out and say, here, we just gonna help you because it's the right thing to do. Because I have seen this in the comments before. Well, if you that your mindset of what is mine is mine, and you should share. But I'm the one who put in the work, not you. I need to share my labor with you because when I was up at 4 a.m, you were sleeping. When I was sleep deprived and drinking coffee to stay awake to put those extra hours, you were having fun. When I was at home, pass out because I was so tired, you were out and drinking. When I was outside teaching my children, or my child in my case, how to split wood, you were busy creating a new one. You see? This is not to get anybody upset. This is just to say the things that need to be said. And they need to be said because if you cannot and you put in the work, you went to school, you have 2 jobs, you taking care of your family, you're doing the right things, but you cannot even afford a house because your taxes are so high, because inflation is eating you alive, because your bills are so high, because everything is going up, you will be upset. You will be upset when you see others taking advantage of all of that, because you know that your money is being stolen from you and give it to them. And you, who are doing everything right, are not being rewarded for your efforts. But they are doing everything wrong and they are being rewarded. So how backwards is that? And it goes against into the whole thing. Why should we take care of them when we don't owe them anything? You let me know down in the comment section below. Like always, rock on, rip on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. Power outages, camping, work on the go. Opus keeps you connected at home and outdoors. With clean, reliable energy, Opus powers freedom. Opus, the choice of the frontier preppers.